Hello guys. Today is Friday, 28th of June. I took a trade yesterday on Thursday. It was a good trade, right? So I'm going to show you the process of the whole trade, and yeah, even this one said they vex me, they provoke me. Like, to start this shit over again, bro. All over again. Ah, God. Hello guys. Today is Friday, the 28th of June. I took a trade on Thursday, which was yesterday. So I'm going to show you how the trade panned out, right? During the London session, price was consolidating throughout the whole session, so there was no opportunity for me to take any trade. But as the New York session started, the open of the New York session, price was very, very volatile to the downside, right? Which was, well, very, very unusual because it's been a while since I've seen price being that volatile. It's not every time it does that, but that as it may be, I just want to mark it out on the charts, right? So price was very, very volatile. You can see how price went bearish, and if you are not really experienced in the chart, you might just want to FOMO into the trade, right? Especially if you don't have a model that you're following, of which, if you had, depending on the position at which you had entered this trade, it might have favored you, but we are always talking about the long term. Like, in the long run, is it going to be favoring you if you are consistently putting in trades that are not following your model? You just see like volatility and you just want to enter. That's not the best way to trade, in my own opinion. But that as it may be, I took a winning trade yesterday, and I'm very, very happy how I entered and exited the position, in the sense that at the point at which I took my exit, price automatically reversed in the other direction. So I like how precise I was in my entry and exit. So, and also being alert on the charts, like because when we are trading, there's possibility of distractions. Life on its own might just have its own agenda, which might want to distract you from the chart, but you also need to find a balance and hopefully put trading as a priority, depending on whatever stage you are in life, because what might work for me might not work for you, and the situation of things for me might not be the situation of things for you. But I'm just going to break down the trade and just let you know how the trade went, because I recorded the video of it, and I'm just going to play it and talk from there. But I've already recorded this video before, and it's just really, really pissing me off that I have to restart this video all over again. Hopefully this one records and everything works out. So let me see if it's here. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna play the video and hopefully it works out right. Just see. All right. I think we're still recording. That's good. So at this point, right, I've already seen my confirmations on the lower time frames, right? Because I usually take like 3 confirmations before getting to my final entry. So I've already seen 2 of my confirmations of my model were met. So at this point, I'm just looking for my fair value gap to be formed. Hopefully at this point it forms, because you never really know, because this is the 1 minute chart, right? The 1 minute chart is pretty fast. Like, as a beginner, it is not advisable for you to be on the 1 minute chart. I always advise that you should be on the higher time frame when you are trying to take a position in the market, because within the space of 1 minute is when you have to like set your entry, set your exit, and also like monitor your positions as well, so you need to be very, very alert on the charts. And that's what I give myself kudos for being very alert on the chart, and also having patience, because then again I had to wait since like London session. I had to wait till from like London session from like 6 a.m. to like 3 p.m. where I had to enter the trade, so this trade took me like, the trade itself took like 2 minutes for it to pan out, just the same way it did for my evaluation that I passed, but it's not always the case. There are times when you might have to be in the trade for like 1 hour, depending on whatever time frame I had to like take the trade on, so, but as it is now, I'm trying to get in. At least I've seen my confirmation on the chart, so I'm just like waiting for my fair value gap to form, and it has already formed. So at this point it's just for me to like get into the trade. I've already set my entries and my exits, and it's 1 minute is a really, really short time frame for you to like get in and get out. But now I'm already in the trade, so you're going to see how price moves. Now at this point, right, I also like the fact that price gave me like minimal drawdown. You can see that at the point at which I entered, price started to go directly like straight into my direction. Maybe I reached $370 in this trade for a 1 to 2 risk reward, so which was very, very good, because I stuck to my model, and that was very, very key. At this point now, I'm like $500 up in profit, so I'm just managing the trade. I've gotten like a 1-to-1 risk to reward, so now I'm moving my stops to break even, or at least minimizing my risks to the best point at which I should, so, and my target was like 1 to 2, so I'm very, very glad at the point at which I exited my trade, because I've already gotten my targets. For the most part, depending on how your model is, some people might want to take like 1 to 3, some people might even want to extend it, but my model for the most part is 1 to 2, and I stuck to it. And if you check the charts, because now I think the video has ended, so let me just take you back to the charts, hopefully. Alright, it's still recording. So now I'm just going to show you how price reversed immediately from the point at which I exited. If you check on the charts now, right, this was the point at which I entered, and this was the point at which I exited from the charts. As soon as I exited is when price started to reverse into the opposite direction. So if I didn't stick to my rules, I would have either been broke, I would have been at a break even, or for the most part going to be at a break even. But sticking to your rules is very, very important. And at this point, price also reached my higher time frame target, so it was very, very wise for me to take my profits at the point at which I did. So 2 things at least I think I learned from this whole trade was being alert on the charts, and having patience, because patience on its own, it's very, very key for me. You understand? It's very, very important. So that's what I feel makes me win trades, and also being consistent with my model, patience, because there are many times during the week where price showed or looked as if it was going to follow my model. But if I didn't wait for all my confirmations, I could have lost trades during the week. So patience is very, very key. So hopefully next week we take more trades, and we'll see how it goes from there.